Grace over sin. Maybe one of the greatest illustrations of this lasting result can be told from the life of an evangelist who lived years ago, well known for the impact, literally, that he made in the city of Chicago, but not just in the city of Chicago, all over the United States. His name's Mel Trotter, well-known evangelist in that day. But before Mel Trotter met Jesus, he was a drunk. And I mean, he was a drunk. You can't even call him an alcoholic. He was a drunk. Very seldom sober. Every dime he had, he spent on alcohol, spent his family into poverty, lost everything, abused and used every person around him to satisfy his own hunger for his addiction. Before he met Christ, at the lowest point in his life, he came to the Pacific Garden Mission. And when he arrived, he was drunk. That's not unusual. What was unusual was the way he bought his whiskey. Because when he arrived at the Pacific Garden Mission on that night that he met Jesus, he had purchased the whiskey by selling the shoes of his daughter. That he had taken off her body from a coffin. And you don't get any lower than that. There is no act more despicable that a human being could stoop that low to take the shoes off of his dead daughter and sell them for whiskey. And at the lowest point in his life, he walked in the Pacific Garden Mission and he met Jesus. 8 years later, he's ordained as a minister to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Becomes an evangelist, and thousands of people came to know Jesus as a result of this man's teaching the scripture. He was also responsible for starting 67 rescue missions from coast to coast. Where sin abounds, grace abounds even more.